And when we were making blending decisions for what we're going to barrel down, what we're not going to, it was tough because we loved everything. We were like, no, can we not just make, you know, super high-end wine from 19? Unfortunately, we can't.
You're watching Quarantine Catch-Ups, only on CorkScrewed TV.
Nick, how are you?
Ralph, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. It's been a while. These are some strange days. I don't get to see people face to face very much these days, but I'm getting used to seeing people on a computer screen.
Yeah, same with me. I've been held up in my office, held up kind of behind the scenes with everyone. Yeah, it's been interesting.
Yeah, so tell me. I mean, we just watched the episode yesterday. It went live, and so people got to see what it's like to visit the winery.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is, when we filmed that episode, you could just do that. We're living in some strange days. So how are you handling these strange days?
We've been handling it really well. We made the decision, as well as a lot of other wineries in the area, to close our retail stores and just operate online only, with sort of limited interaction face-to-face with pickups. And we've been really happy to have a really great customer base across the province that we've been able to reach. We've been doing a new 6-pack mix pack every week, just to kind of keep people fresh and have a little bit of options when it comes to their wine, so they're not drinking the same thing day in and day out, and then you kind of lose your mind and go a little bit stir crazy.
Yeah. So how are you communicating with your clients, and what strategies are you using to kind of grow that and reach people that just watch the show and maybe aren't familiar with you? How are they best to communicate with you? Is it your website, social media?
We do a little bit of everything. Most of our we have a really big email base, so we'll usually send out about an email or two per month. Just as like a quickie update. Hey, here's what's going on in May, June, July. We're really involved in social media too, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah, it's been a really big push to kind of grow social media now, to interact with more people easier.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's kind of finding that. It's funny, as we're forced to separate, we're all on this quest to connect. So there's this interesting juxtaposition, and it's interesting when you take something away from people, myself included, all of us. You always want it more, and we sometimes took for granted that I could just stop by the winery and grab a bottle of wine, and now I've got to talk to you online. So let's break it up into two groups of people. There's people local that could stop by the winery or traditionally would. How are you handling that? Can you do a curbside pickup at Marynissen or?
Yeah, absolutely. We're open 12 to 4 Monday through Saturday for curbside pickup. We decided to have Sundays off to give us a bit of a break. Yep. Call in your order, place your order online, and then you can come pick it up. Just give us a call when you're there, and we'll come out with your order, throw it right in your trunk. Well, not throw it.
And
we're also doing.
Sorry. So you to place the order, are you encouraging people to use your phone line or to use the website? What's the best way to approach that for people who want to do a curbside pickup?
Our website's always easier, because then if you miss a call, then you're missing out. It's a lot easier to order online because our store is open 24/7. Our phones are only essentially up when someone's there.
It's fascinating to hear you say that, because across the board, it seems like everybody is turning to the internet and using their websites as a shopping tool. And I don't know if it's consistent for you, but a lot of other wineries that I've talked to have said it was so hard to get people to buy online, to shop online. And then this happened, and this kind of new reality is set in, and online sales are skyrocketing. How is it for you?
We've seen the exact same thing. People, like, we've had a couple sales here and there regularly, and then once we closed our store, online exploded. And we've been seeing very familiar names that are loyal customers who would normally call their order in or just come pick it up, order online and say, "Hey, I will come pick it up."
Oh, perfect. Now, on the flip side, so for viewers that are, let's say, in Ottawa or Parry Sound, how are they best to approach you so that they can enjoy some of the wines that they saw on the episode, like your Cab Sauv. How do they get it?
Same thing. You can order online. We're shipping anywhere in Ontario. Any order more than 6 bottles, we're shipping free. And that includes, Ottawa or way up north if you're in, Timmins, Thunder Bay, Kenora even. It's flat rate. Anything over 6 bottles, it's free.
Oh, brilliant. What service are you using for shipping? Couriers?
Yeah, we're using couriers. That's just so people don't have to leave their house, and they can, if you're self-isolating, or if, something worse has happened, we can get you your wine without you having to leave.
It's funny, wine is, it's not a necessity, although these days that could be argued.
Yes. Never would have thought that. It would have been thought of as essential, but
yeah.
That's wine.
So it is, I find that, we don't know. It's hard to plan for the summer. I'm sure you're in the same boat. It's hard to know what to expect. And with that kind of uncertainty hanging above us, a glass of wine in the evening sure helps settle the soul.
Oh, absolutely.
So have you guys, how was your 2019 vintage, and have you got anything new to report? What should we look for?
2019 was one of those really weird vintages where it looked like it wasn't going to be as bright, but after all was said and done in December when we tasted it in the cellar, we loved it. Everything was just beautiful. All of our whites tasted awesome. All of our reds were super big, a lot of character. And when we were making blending decisions for what we're going to barrel down, what we're not going to, it was tough because we loved everything. We were like, no, can we not just make, super high-end wine from 19? Unfortunately, we can't. But 19 was a really fun vintage.
Oh yeah. So do you have what are you recommending? If I put an order in, what should I get?
I would definitely say once we release it, once we get it into bottle, our 2019 Cab Franc is going to be beautiful. Our Cab Merlot is going to be stellar too. We had some really great Merlot come off the vines. The Cab Sauv just looked beautiful. The Merlot we got was beautiful. The Cab Sauv we had come off the vines was awesome too. We ended up picking that right after that really big snowfall, kind of late November, and the vines just blinked at it like, oh, it snowed. I'm gonna be fine.
Well, for people who watch the episode, they would know this. If you haven't seen the episode yet, you are the owner of some of the oldest commercial vines in the province. We are, yes. We're home to the oldest commercial planting of Cab Sauv in Canada. Planted in 1978, still kicking, still making amazing wine. We actually just bottled our 2018 Cab Sauv, and it tastes amazing. It's our 30th anniversary this year, so that's sort of our 30th anniversary celebration. The 40th vintage of the wine with the 30th to release in the 30th year of the winery. Oh, brilliant! So, do you have any plans for the celebration? We had a lot of in-person plans, but they sort of got kiboshed by the global situation. So we're switching everything to digitally. Every other week, we're going to be releasing a new video on Facebook and Instagram, just kind of to celebrate the winery. We're going to be doing virtual tastings, cellar tours, and just talking about the winery. Oh, brilliant! Well, I'll have to jump on the website and see what you've got going and put an order together. It sounds fantastic. Absolutely. And we are doing same-day local shipping too. So if you order before 4 o'clock anywhere in Niagara region, we will deliver you your wine that evening. Oh, really? Yes. Same-day shipping if you order before 4 o'clock in the greater Niagara region. That's fantastic. Now, here's a question. When we were at the winery, we got to enjoy some fantastic chocolate, some confectionery delights, wine. Is there any way we can throw some of those together with the order? Do you still have some of that? How does that work? We still have some kicking around. I can probably sneak some in there if no one's looking. But it's not available for everybody, or we're slowly working on it. We never actually had it on our website. It was only in store. But I've slowly been putting our other kind of snacks that we have in store on the website as well. I just want to make sure that we set appropriate expectations for the viewers who saw us enjoying some of that amazing chocolate and who want it with their wine, whether they can source it from you or whether they should pick some up at the grocery store when they're getting some of their other essentials. So you would encourage them to put the order in, grab some chocolate at their favorite grocery store, and then in the evening they can enjoy some chocolate with some of your brilliant wine.
Absolutely.
All right. All right. Well, it was great to see your face. How's Mitch doing?
He's doing good. They were actually just bottling on Friday, so he's currently in body recovery mode from a crazy week of bottling.
Well, I know that while this virus is affecting us humans, it's not really affecting the vines, and it's not really affecting the workflow behind the scenes, the actual agricultural stuff that goes on to create some of these great wines. So you guys have a lot going on, and you'll have to give them my regards. And hopefully we can see you guys face to face in the summer. We'll have to come for a bike ride and enjoy some patio time with you guys.
Absolutely, yeah. Once the weather gets nicer and we open back up, the patio furniture is going right outside, and that's the first thing I'm doing.
Yes. Well, you guys have a great patio, so it is a nice place to sit and enjoy some vineyard time. So I hope that so by following you on social media and by checking out your website on a regular basis, we'll be able to keep in touch with when you're going to be able to open and what your plans are. Is that a fair assessment?
That is, yeah. We every time we send out an email newsletter, if you're not subscribed to our email newsletters, we post the same information on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
So if you do miss the email or you didn't happen to get it, all the information is right online at the same time.
So for people who don't like to give out their email address, you're not selling these email addresses. You're just using this to communicate with you.
Absolutely not. All we do is just send you emails from our newsletter. We're not selling them to some people on the side to make a little extra money.
Now, I know you guys pretty well, so I'll vouch for you. If you don't like giving out your email address because your spam folder keeps filling up, I think it's safe to say you can make an exception with Marynissen. It's nice to get your emails and see what's going on. So I would encourage people to do that. And Nick, it was good to see your smiling face.
Yeah, it was good to see you too.
Even if just virtually. So
yes.
I look forward to seeing you, and we'll put an order in. And I'm in Niagara, so that means I can get it within 24 hours. I can get it same day if I put my order in before 4 o'clock. So we'll encourage people to do that too.
For sure.
All right. Thanks, my man. We will
Not
see
a problem.
you soon. Again, give my best to Mitch, and we'll see you online. We'll check you out on the website.
For sure. Good talking to you guys.
Cheers. Thanks, Nick.